Hello beautiful people and welcome back to a brand new grocery haul.
Watch me under the light, so keep me in your sight, 'cause I can do this all night. You can call it what you want, I got something else in mind. Oh, if it's you I've been waiting for, I better make you worth my time. So don't you pay them any mind, close your eyes, follow the sound. Keep it coming through the night, we don't need to slow down. Take it all, I'll give you what you need. If you stay with me, I'll love you in the dark. So shine on, don't lose your spark. Show me what you got. Let your colors burn. Let your colors burn now. Let your colors burn now. I'll let you in the dark. I'm waiting in the dark, where I can see you so clear. All we got is here and now.
Hey beautiful people and welcome back to a brand new grocery haul. This week I decided to shop at Aldi, so this week I have an Aldi grocery haul to share with you all. I actually ended up spending a lot less than I would have if I did this kind of grocery haul at Woolworths. So I saved probably around $100 I reckon, but in saying that, I do need to go to Woolworths and pick up a bunch of stuff that Aldi didn't have, so I reckon I'll be spending that 100 when I go to Woolworths anyway. So I didn't save a ton, but I think if Aldi had everything that I needed there today, then I would have saved a bunch of money. They were just like fully sold out of their frozen vegetables, which is something we stock up on in this house, so they didn't have those. There was just a few things that they didn't have that I definitely will need to go to Woolworths later in the week and grab that stuff. But I did spend around $230 on this week's grocery haul. I think it was around just under $200 on food alone, and then I ended up buying a few non-food items, but I will get into that soon. Before we get into this grocery haul though, I wanted to let you know that as usual, it is in collaboration with a bunch of other ladies here on YouTube, hosted by Tiffany from over on Small Town 6 and Jessica Myros. So be sure to head over to their channels and show them some love. Otherwise, I will leave the link to the playlist in the description box down below if you wanted to head on over and check out any other grocery hauls once you are done watching my video here today. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the grocery haul behind me, and I will let you know everything that I brought this week for just under $200. Just before we get started, I will go ahead and show you the total of this week's grocery haul just so that I can give you an exact number, but it came to $238.37. I did grab a couple non-food items on here in like the super savers, things like that, but I will show you those as we go along. But I do feel like for a grocery haul this big, $238 is really good. I feel like there's no way I would have filled my trolley for that at Woolworths. So starting over this side, so I grabbed this German style Kransky. I've never tried these ones before from Aldi, but I wanted to put together like a sausage and veggie sheet pan dinner one night this week, and I thought these would be really flavoursome for that meal. I also grabbed some of these herb and garlic rissoles. They looked really nice. I thought that would be something for a change to go alongside some mashed potatoes and peas or something. Then the last sort of meat thing that I grabbed from that section was these pork cordon bleus. They were $10, so not the cheapest thing, even though it says super saver. They were not cheap, but at the same time, they looked really delicious, so I wanted to buy them and just give them a try. I also made sure to grab a big family pack of the chicken nuggets, as my kids probably won't eat the rissoles. I'm not sure anyway, but I thought as backup I would grab some nuggets, and the kids just always love having those in the freezer for any night that we are eating something that is a bit too adult for the children. They go ahead and have nuggets on the side of their meal instead of like steak, for example. I also grabbed a bag of frozen peas. That was basically the only frozen vegetables that I could find. Actually, I also grabbed some frozen spinach as well for smoothies, and I thought that I would make up like a creamy sauce pasta this week as well that I could add some of that spinach to as well in the pan and just make it really easy to throw that one together. I also grabbed some Bubble and Squeak from the freezer. This is something that I grab for myself. Sometimes I go off meat for like certain periods of time, and when I do that, then I just add the Bubble and Squeak to the side of my meals. I don't know if this is just me, but growing up, dinner was meat and veg. So I feel like it's been programmed into me that it needs to be meat or something on the side of the veg to make a complete meal. So anyway, that is my little alternative to meat that I have sometimes. I grabbed some shredded pizza cheese for homemade pizzas this week. I also grabbed some shredded mozzarella. We are going to be making homemade nachos as well this week. My kids made it in their cooking class in kinder and they have been asking for it ever since, so I thought that I would go ahead and grab some of that to mix with the other grated cheese that we have. I grew up eating nachos at least once a week, so I am so excited to be making this with my kids now. I grabbed some pizza ham to go on the homemade pizzas this week. I also grabbed some sliced cheeses. It always shocks me when I see how cheap these sliced cheeses are compared to Woolworths. They are, I reckon they're half price, if not better. So I grabbed a packet of those. Then I grabbed some like salad items here. I got this crunchy salad kit, which I thought that we could put in like tacos during the week or like chicken. I've got like a soft taco kit there. So I thought we could add nuggets or something into that with this crunchy salad kit and just make a bit of a meal out of it. I also grabbed some of this leafy mix as well. I've never tried their leafy mix from Aldi, but I'm hoping it's not bad. It looks fairly fresh, so it shouldn't be too bad. I grabbed this Italian style pizza base, which I haven't tried either from Aldi, but I needed to grab those for the homemade pizzas this week. I grabbed some of this baby cos lettuce, which actually looks really fresh. We have just obviously, I'm pretty sure it's worldwide or maybe just nationwide. I'm not sure, but lettuce has been awful for such a long time now, but this one looked really good, so I'm happy about that. I also picked up myself a Caesar salad bowl for lunch today. I do try to make sure I grab something quick and easy for lunch on the days that I do film at these grocery hauls, because I usually do them in the mornings or around lunchtime, and by the time I'm finished I'm starving. So that is going to be at lunch today. I did see this mint with cookies indulge ice cream there. I'm not sure if we've actually tried this one before, but it was the last one on the shelf. It was a fairly good price, so I made sure to grab that for my partner. He's a huge mint chocolate fan. It actually looks really good. I think I'm going to try that one for myself. I grabbed some more fettuccine this week. The garlic prawn fettuccine that I was telling you about in the last grocery haul was so delicious, so I grabbed some more fettuccine to make that again. I still have like half a bag of prawns left over from that meal, so that works out fairly cheap to whip that one up again using those. Chicken noodles were so much cheaper at Aldi. As I said in the last haul, I think it was, they went up in price majorly at Woolworths, so it was good to see that they had cheaper ones still at Aldi. So I grabbed a couple bags of those for my partner. My kids actually like that sometimes for a hot lunch instead of their usual sandwich and fruit and things like that. So I do like to have a bunch of those on hand. Anyway, I also grabbed a huge packet of toilet paper at the back there. That's an 18 pack and I can't remember how much it was, but I'll chuck the price up on the screen. I don't know, it just seemed like a really good deal at Aldi, and that's the toilet paper that I prefer to use anyway, so I'm not sure. Let me know what you think about the price. I'm pretty sure it's a good deal. I grabbed some of their garlic bread. You guys know I love the Woolworths home brand garlic bread, but theirs is, the Aldi one is 10 cents cheaper and it's pretty much just as good. So I went ahead and grabbed a double bag of those. I think they're like $1.80 or something for a double pack. I grabbed some more of their meat pies. My partner really liked these last time and they are way cheaper than the Woolworths meat pies are these days anyway. For fruits and vegetables this week, as I said, they really didn't have much there, but I grabbed some apples. I got some little cherry tomatoes to add to salads with dinner this week. I got a huge family pack of strawberries, which actually don't look too bad. They're really small, but they look pretty good. So if I open it up and they aren't any good, I will just throw them in the freezer for smoothies anyway. It wasn't a bad price, I don't think. I grabbed a big bunch of bananas here. I also grabbed 2 butternut pumpkin halves. I wasn't planning on making soup this week, except I saw them there. They looked really good and fresh, so I picked those up, and I'll probably make up some pumpkin soup for lunch on the weekend, or maybe if I don't feel like one of the dinners that I had planned, I will go ahead and make pumpkin soup for dinner one night, which is why I also grabbed some potatoes. I thought we'd make some mashed potato, and I thought I'd add one of those into the soup if I do go ahead and make that anyway. I also got some sweet potato. That is for the sheet pan sausage and veg night that I'm doing, and I was really hoping to get broccoli to go on that sheet pan as well, but as I said, they just didn't have any, so I do need to go to Woolworths before I make that dinner anyway, because I don't think it would be the same without broccoli. I also grabbed a bag of little avocados here. Last time these just went off. They snuck up on me. They went from not ripe at all to completely rotten from the fruit shop. So I've grabbed them from Aldi. Hopefully these ones don't sneak up on me and do the same thing, but we'll see how they go. I wanted those for a couple things this week, salads and the nachos to make some guacamole and things like that. And the last sort of salady item I grabbed was some little cucumbers. My kids love cucumbers now, and I just like the extra crunch on my salad too. So I grabbed quite a big packet of those. I also grabbed a few condiment sort of items down here. I got some more thickened cream for the prawn fettuccine pasta. I did have a look at Aldi for like a nice cream sauce that could go in that, so I could sort of cheat and not have to go to all the trouble of making up my own cream sauce, but there was pretty much 3 options. I think there was carbonara, 3 cheese, and tuna bake in the sort of creamy sauce variety, and none of them really made sense. So I grabbed some more cream, and I'm gonna go ahead and make my own sauce again. I did film that, I think, so that should be up on like a short on my channel at the moment, or maybe in like a what I eat in a day short or something. If it's not, it will be up soon though, so definitely head to my shorts section and check that out. I also wanted to try this creamy mild chili mayonnaise. Last time I went to Aldi, I tried the pesto mayonnaise, the green one, and it was pretty good. I can't remember if there was too much of a pesto flavor. It was a lot more mayonnaisey, but it wasn't bad, but I did want to try out a different one this time. So I got the mild chili mayonnaise. I think they also had a peri mayonnaise as well, which looked good too, but I ended up going with this one. I got some sour cream for the nachos, I'm pretty sure, and I also grabbed some salsa for the nachos as well. This was something that I saw there that I thought looked really interesting. It's this butter chicken simmer sauce and spice cap. So it's got all this spice in the top here. It's probably not that much different to just a usual butter chicken sauce, but I haven't seen anything like this before. I'm not a huge fan of chicken at the moment, so I did think that I would make this up as like on cauliflower, maybe on rice with vegetables or something. I'm not sure, but I did want to give this a try. It just looked really interesting. Another thing that I grabbed from Aldi is these organic rolled Australian oats. I wanted to try out their organic oats. They were cheaper than the ones at Woolworths. I usually use these for either making cookies or blender pancake mix, or what else do I use them for? Sometimes I use them in smoothies as well to fill my kids up a bit more. My daughter tends to go off carbs and real filling foods a lot, so sometimes I need to add these into her smoothies. She just prefers to have a lot of fruit and vegetables, which is great. I am not complaining, but sometimes I just do need to add something like this just to bulk it up a little bit more to make sure she's staying full. Otherwise, she'll just be asking me for snacks all day as well. Speaking of snacks, I got a little snack happy at Aldi today. And I mean, if you're new here, then don't judge me. I don't usually grab a bunch of snacks when I go shopping. I try to keep them to the minimal, but I have not been to Aldi in such a long time. So I just wanted to stock up the pantry. This stuff will last us much longer than a week though. I wanted to try out these Tops crackers. We usually get the Ritz, but these were like 40 cents cheaper. So I thought that we could try those out for a change. They look like sort of an Aldi rip-off version of Ritz anyway, so they should be fine. I grabbed my favorite sliced Colby cheese and rice cracker packs from the fridge section as well. If you haven't tried these are actually so good. I also noticed that they had these little tuna and cracker kits that I was telling you guys about in my last grocery haul. I usually love the tuna and sweet corn and mayonnaise from Woolworths of these. So I found the Aldi version, and I also found this tuna in mayo with chili and this Thai sweet chili flavor as well. I think they have this flavor at Woolworths too, but I'm not a huge fan. But anyways, I wanted to try out these flavors. They had a bunch of different flavors there, and they are way cheaper. Not quite half price, but they are a fair bit cheaper than the ones at Woolworths. So I'm hoping that these taste really good, because this will save me a ton of money on snacks, sort of ready to go lunches in the future if they do taste good, because I will definitely be stocking up on these from Aldi. My son wanted some of these original rice crackers. I grabbed some cheese flavored ones thinking that he would love them, and apparently no, these are the ones that they have at kindergarten, so he only likes these ones. So anyways, I grabbed a packet of those. I also noticed that they had my yogurt protein salted caramel flavor. I usually get the YoPro brand at Woolworths, but this is like the Aldi brand, and they were a fair bit cheaper there than at Woolworths as well. And these things, the YoPro ones, cost a fortune if they're not on half price at Woolworths, and they usually only go half price at Woolworths when they're out of date in a couple days. So I was really happy to see these. I'm hoping that they taste just as good, but if they don't, it doesn't really matter. I saved a ton of money, and I only add these to my smoothies for like a protein hit anyway, so I don't think I'm going to taste the flavor difference too much. I grabbed 2 bags of the Cheese Extreme nacho chips for the night that my kids are going to be making up some nachos. I grabbed a bag of pistachios here. My 5-year-old is obsessed with those. I also grabbed a bag of the mini brown rice cakes. They come in the original chicken and cheese flavors. There's always good variety in those for my kids. Another little snacky thing that I grabbed was these mint creams. My partner is obsessed with the mint slices from Woolworths, and these are like the Belmont. These are the Aldi version of those, which he hasn't tried before, I don't think, and neither have I. So I'm going to take them out of the packet and put them in the cookie jar and see if he notices the difference. If you have tried these before, let me know if you think there's a difference, because it does save a little bit of money buying these ones. I am really hoping that these are pretty much the exact same thing. I picked up some more corn thins, and for myself I grabbed some of this peanut and caramel chocolate. Does anyone else agree with me that Aldi seems to have some of the most interesting, amazing chocolate flavors? I just really don't like going down their chocolate aisle because I want to try them all. They just look so good, and they usually do taste really good as well. They're so thick compared to the ones at Woolworths, but I'm trying to behave myself a lot lately, so I am trying not to buy too much, but I just could not walk past the peanut and caramel like you guys. I had to laugh. One of you commented on my last video saying how proud of me you were that I didn't grab any chocolate, because you guys know I absolutely am obsessed with chocolate. I don't really know many females that aren't, but I have been behaving myself so well and just trying to avoid the chocolate aisle at all costs. But at Aldi, because I don't go very often, I do like to go down every single aisle to make sure I don't miss anything, and unfortunately the chocolate's got me this time. But either way, I am so excited to try those. Let me know if you've tried this one before and what you think of it. Also grabbed my kids some of these mini cookie choc chip packets and the chocolate tiny teddies. As I said, these snacks will last a lot longer than a week. A couple non-food items that I grabbed was these wipes. Now that my kids aren't in nappies anymore, I don't need wipes for them. But if you know, you know. I feel like once you get used to having wipes constantly in your house, you start using them for basically everything. So we still use wipes for everything, and now that they're not in nappies, I feel like we never have any around, and it's frustrating because we need them. So I grabbed a box of those, and I'll just put this on the ground so I can show you the most exciting thing that I grabbed this week, and that is this Chef's Collection cast iron roaster. My dog is bark happy out there at the moment, so please, I'm sorry if you are trying to figure out where that dog is coming from. It's coming from here, sorry about that. But I went ahead and grabbed this 4.8 litre cast iron roaster. It comes with 5-year warranty. There was one out of the box when I was there, so I sort of had a look at that and it looked really sturdy, and they are so heavy though, but it looked really good. So they were marked down from, I think, 30 or something down to 19.95 or something. So I definitely wanted to snatch that up. Such a good deal. I love when Aldi has things like this on sale, and if you know me, you know that we love our pasta around here, so I am super excited to try out some pasta bakes in this one. So that is everything for today's Aldi grocery haul. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to head on in to the description box before you leave and check out the playlist. If you do find any new channels in this week's playlist, be sure to let them know that I sent you in their comments section. I love you guys. I hope you all have a really fantastic week, and I will see you back here again really soon with a brand new video.